Good afternoon, everyone. I sat here last week, and I said this last week, stood here and said that was an opportunity for us to show some growth, some maturity, and take a step as a team. And I think that's exactly what we did. Talk about when we play with the right focus, unwavering energy, poise, just the right type of execution. I think we're one of the best in the country. With that being said, I also understand that I don't think we've yet to play our best ball. I think that we're not satisfied. We know we have to eliminate these self-inflicted wounds we impose on ourselves. So that's why we practice. So we got an opportunity to fix the things we need to fix, take another step as a team, and take another step. And we got to get ready to play against another good football team in TCU.
You mentioned playing with the right focus. How do you find it in yourselves when things are going wrong to find that right focus during the game?
It's like these great basketball players, the best shooters you ever known, whoever your favorite is. Their shot doesn't always fall, but they keep shooting. So just keeping on and attacking and trusting it. There's always a way.
Jalen, how do you kind of account for, you mentioned when you're playing well and everybody's focused, you're one of the best teams in the country. How do you account for the fourth quarter against Kansas State versus the second quarter and the third quarter and the Iowa State finish versus the first half against Iowa State, and then the whole game against Baylor? First half was one thing, second half was another. How do you account for that on this team?
Well, I think we have to acknowledge the growth we've shown. You talk about in the Kansas State game, similar situation, had opportunity to come back, was what it was. But this, we all showed fight and will, and we all persevered through it, so ended up getting it done.
Is there youth and inexperience at play in some positions maybe? The guys don't know how to react, and they're still learning and growing, as you say?
I think everybody's learning, everybody, including myself. I said that last week too. And not a day goes by where we don't have opportunity to learn as people, so everybody's taking steps every day, and that's what we have to continue to do.
Jalen, you brought up Kansas State to the first part of John's question. How much did going through that experience 3 weeks ago help prepare you for what happened Saturday night?
I think everything happens for a reason. The ups, the downs, you never can get too high or too low. So just continuing to come together as a team, take steps every week, and ultimately, we want to try and be 1-0 this week, so focusing on that.
Jalen, you played without CD for the first game. Just your thoughts on just the receiving corps, the job they did Saturday night, especially those young players, really made some big plays.
Yeah, I have complete trust in everybody who's on the field. I think we all trust each other to make plays, to do their jobs, and to go out there and execute. Guys stepped up and they took advantage of opportunities and made plays, and that's what good football teams do.
After the game, we saw you go and run over to where the OU fans were, celebrate with, I think, Parnell and Kenneth were there. What was kind of wrapped up in that celebration for you that kind of sparked all that after the game?
Well, there's something you want to try and soak in. That greatest comeback in school history. Something that we wanted to enjoy, but now, at the end of the day, that great comeback is not going to win us a game this week. So we completely understand that, and I think we have the right focus going into it this week, playing TCU as far as that. So we're just ready to attack practice and get better.
Do you think the fact that TCU is so good historically and this year really against the run sort of helps to sober things up when you think these guys are going to come in here and bring a really good defense?
Well, we got a lot of respect for them. They play really good football and they're well coached. So we got to do our best job in our preparation and get ready for them.
I noticed you called Austin Stogner Sugarfoot on Instagram at one point. Can you kind of describe that nickname and how that came up?
There's some old country slang, I guess.
What was his performance like? Obviously, you guys are struggling to get going, and catches 2 touchdowns for you guys, and really his first meaningful action of the year.
Like I said, we had a lot of guys step up and make pivotal plays in the game. And Austin, man, he's a steady guy. He works hard. He's a young buck, but man, he works his tail off, and I mean, he stepped up big for us.
What about Lee Morris, a guy who's, hasn't gotten a lot of targets, but has a history of making big plays? The role completely different this last game. Just how he handled that and who he is and how that helped him handle the situation.
Yeah, he's as poised as can be. Kind of like a silent assassin at times. Doesn't say much, but plays with his heart on his shoulder, and plays really hard. And he stepped up for us big time too. Made some really good catches and some really nice conversions. So good.
Could you sense in the fourth quarter, as you guys kept the football for whatever it was, 24 minutes, and Baylor just kept either turning it over or going 3 and out with quick possessions, could you sense that their defense was wearing down?
Well, in a situation like that, you want to try and win the fourth quarter. But regardless of what the scoreboard says, what the time of possession was, we wanted to execute and just play good Oklahoma football. We did enough. So,
Jalen, that play you made to rescue the snap, not only go back and get it, but keep you guys from losing yardage, was you mentioned poise just a little bit ago in describing Lee. That's a play that almost demands poise, if nothing else. Are you going on instinct in something like that, or are you thinking that sequence through? Because that's probably the last thing you expected to happen.
Well, yeah, just trying to have poise in a situation like that. I thought about it all. I'm like, okay, do I have time to pick it up? What do I, just trying to make the most of the situation, and ultimately I had time to throw the ball away. So kind of learned from that last week, not throwing the ball out of bounds, throwing a pick. So it's an opportunity where I guess I took some growth and learned from it and applied it in that situation, got rid of the ball, kept us in field goal range.
Was there any part of you that thought just get on the ball and keep possession as you were going back to retrieve?
No, that would have put us out of field goal range.
But that would have been, it could be you guys' first instinct is just keep, So.
Yeah.
Everyone has a job on this team. What can you say about Gabe Burkich and his execution and going out there and making a clutch kick like he did on Saturday?
I mean, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. He practices hard. You know what I'm saying? And look, in my world, it'd be perfect to say, "Yeah, I don't need you this week." It'd be perfect to say that. Go and score in the red zone every time. That's a goal. But he's as dependable as it gets. I mean, he's doing a great job for us.
Jen, you had a couple of big plays, Rambo's 28-yarder on the short cross and Kennedy's 32-yard run, but for the most part, you didn't have the big plays that you've been having. Maybe some of that's with CD gone. How comforting or how pleased are you that you guys were able to sort of grind it out to a lot of offensive success, which you really haven't had to do a lot this year?
Well, I think like I said, when we're, when we have the right focus, the right energy, and the execution, I think we're pretty good. And I think it all comes down to how we execute. We got complete trust in everybody and anybody who touches the field. It's a matter of if we execute or not. I mean, that's something that we control.
Gary Patterson said that he watched the game and he thought you guys committed more to a vertical running game, just sort of running it up the middle more in the second half. Is that something you consciously are aware of, or you think that's just the way the game went?
You got to ask Coach Riley that.
It's your senior night on Saturday. You've been here, I think, 10 months now. Have you had a favorite moment so far here?
Talk about it later.
You've been so in the moment, though. Is you going to take any time to reflect ahead before you take the field Saturday?
Well, I'm praying the best is yet to come. So.
Jalen, what's it been like getting to know Nick Baslin, and what kind of a resource has he been when you got here? He's been around for so long, one of your receivers.
He's an OG here. Been here a minute, and we all love him, and he's a great person, a great player, and he's proud of Norman.
What do you know about his story with the injuries and being a walk-on, earn a scholarship, and what does that bring a guy who's been through so much to have on your receiving corps?
Yeah, I think that shows the heart he has, just to overcome all those things and put himself in the position he is in now. So I think he's a warrior, and he's a asset to our football team.
Any more questions?
Jalen, you mentioned after the game that you want to fix your ball security. I was curious if you've been through this before, where you've had a string where you've lost control of the football, and what do you do to fix something like that? I mean, is it just holding on to it? It's as simple as that?
Yeah, I think you got to practice, and it ain't the first time I fumbled, and it probably won't be the last. So just got to, what do shooters do? When they want to hit shots, they keep shooting. So got to keep going, and I'll just focus in on it. Tell you, I came home late. Whenever we got home, got a workout in probably like 2-something whenever we got back. But I had a football in my hand, so I was working on my ball security, so hopefully it shows this week.